I've been seeing even professional people struggle pulling wire terminals off. Today I'm going to show you an easier way.
Welcome back to Kung Fu Maintenance, where I show you how to make the most likely repairs you'll need to make in your lifetime. If you'd like to get the latest videos, subscribe and then hit the little bell icon right at the subscribe button, and it'll notify you of any new videos when they're released for you.
Welcome back to Kung Fu Maintenance. I want to show you the easiest way to remove capacitor leads is to take your flat blade screwdriver. You want to, after you pull the disc, first pull the disconnect and or turn off the breaker.
And discharge the capacitor, which is the Herm and the
common
and the fan. And then the easiest way to disconnect the leads is to slip your screwdriver underneath the leads and slip them off. I see a lot of people struggling with using a pair of pliers and pulling them up, but this is definitely much easier. So this one, and there's so many places you can get under there to disconnect the leads, and that does pretty much the least damage too to the terminals. It's loosening them and all. It works for removing terminals from the contactor as well. It works really good. All right.
Yeah, and so with this method, you just want to take a little concern or a little care with the way that you exercise the leverage. Slipping this underneath, you just don't want to bend the prongs, the original connections, and so that just involves taking care where you put the leverage, the fulcrum, the place that the screwdriver is exerting pressure so that it doesn't bend like the contactor leads or capacitor leads, so that they get too close together or whatnot. And also sometimes a little bit of a twist in certain circumstances in certain areas can work out well, getting under the lead and then a little twist so that the leverage corner of the screwdriver pushes up on the terminal, just in some tight situations. But number of different ways to do it, but that's kind of the main concerns. And I think this is preferred to using a pair of pliers to pull the leads off, and that there's less risk of you're pulling off and it gives, and then you cut your hand on something. With leverage, you're kind of exerting the force, the pressure, and it gives you a bit more control, and I think less likely to do damage both to yourself and to equipment. And some of this is my opinion, but I thought I'd share it with you. Definitely had some crazy stuff happen in the past few days, and going to be trying to share some of those videos with you, starting with the one I shared yesterday, which was about how my best tips on unclogging air conditioner condensate lines and the preventative maintenance you can do to prevent things. But in that video I shared my 5+ best tips about dealing with condensate drain clogs from air conditioning and heading those things off. Hope you like this video, trying to share some of my best tips. Now these are steps that you can take to head things off. Preventative maintenance always puts the maintenance on your schedule, and by clearing these lines ahead of time, right ahead of the cooling season, can help prevent a lot of these things from happening. Obviously you can't prevent everything, but if you head off the majority of it, it's going to save you a lot of time and effort later on, and a lot of energy later on. That way you're not getting called off of everything else. If you can do it ahead of time, preventative maintenance puts things on your schedule. Anyway, that's what Kung Fu Maintenance is all about, making life easier for you and sparing you as many headaches as I possibly can. Thanks for watching, and I hope you subscribe. I hope you like the video. These past few days have been some crazy days. Hey, and I hope to be bringing you more videos that happen these days. I had a compressor burnout, and then I had a unit that needed the disconnect changed out. So hopefully going to be showing you those videos and a little bit more how-to, or a lot more how-to, and just sharing the experiences with you in the days to come. Thanks for watching.
Fried everything.
Below, you'll find links to the tools and some of the parts and tools and items used in the videos to help keep things running good and maintain things how they should be. It looks like it's internal.
Walking through this world